So let's begin with your first one, Scorpio. And this is a major arcana card. In this particular deck, it's called Nature. Because as you can see, this guy is setting a trap for this bear, and this bear is behind him. Like, I'm right here. So this is the same as the Devil card in traditional tarot. So it's interesting that it comes up for your first card. I will admit, it might be that some of you feel bound to earthly possessions. It could be material possessions. It could be food or clothing, or also being in a job where you're restless and not really happy or unsettled, and you feel bound to it because of the money, because you're making a certain amount of money and it's paying the bills. But this job, well, it could be a job as well. Just like I was saying, it's cautionary for me. This card is that you all don't feel so imposed. I feel like there's some imposed restrictions on yourself. This is not really a card that signifies that this is happening to you and that you can't let go and that you can't go and you can't move on or you can't change your thinking. It's more like it's self-imposed restrictions. And so below this card is the Two of Chalices. And, this could be, it's interesting because what's surrounding this particular card of feeling bound, and this could be, again, about addictions or love or romance or jobs, again, could be all those things, but what's surrounding them is the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Chalices. So the Knight of Pentacles is a card that signifies feeling good about a new job or prospect and where it's going. It could be new apprenticeship. It could be that your job is changing. So it might be opening up your beliefs about that, about your work, about where you work, about the job that you're doing, the position that you're in. This card could also be a earth sign, could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. And they offer stability to you. The earth signs are very grounded. They're very, when you're in conversation with them, you feel a sense of coming from a practical side, practical viewpoint. So they may be offering you support and stability. And it's interesting that it's around here, because I do feel like, Scorpio, that you have, or some of you have, more stability than you think you do in your job and with your money, your finances. Maybe you've been worrying about those quite a bit, and possibly even spending too much, like having the thinking of reverse psychology of, well, I don't know how much I'm ever going to make, so I'm going to go out and just blow some money because who knows what tomorrow will bring. So I'm getting a little bit of that feeling, not for all of you, but for a few of you. And then what comes below this card is the Two of Chalices. And the Two of Chalices represents good communication, or it could mean love, companionship, but it's between two people. And it may be like a reconciliation that comes about. This could be about, okay, we're working things out here. We're letting go of what hasn't served us so that we can communicate again, so that we can resolve again our differences. It's a couple, usually, not always, but this is either a couple that's well suited for each other or a partnership that has like-mindedness, like I said, good communication, feelings that are on the same path. So if you're in a relationship, then this feels like it's a good sign for me for you. You may have had some differences. If you're not in a relationship, then it could be a business partnership or having good communication with people that you work with your superior, with your compadres at work. Because, it's interesting. This is Pentacles is about your money, and the card that's below it is about your work, the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands indicates getting great returns on a venture or your work, seeing accomplishment. It could be in, committee work. Maybe you're working together well. If there's teamwork that needs to come about, because, this guy has sent this ship out and he's been successful, and now he's seeing returns come back in. There's more to come. As you can see, the tree is bare. It does have a few leaves on it, but there's room for growth. And as you can see, here's the sort of like mermaid on the ship, and she has the Three Wands. But the point is it's not just him that has manifested this. There's his teammates, there's his shipmates, there's the captain of the ship. He may be the one that, his individuality, but it's a team, it's working together. And that's the feeling I'm getting from this spread, is being in cooperation with others. Let's see what else pops out for me. This card has a lot of orange, indications of a romance that could come about in the fall for some of you. This definitely feels like an earth sign that's in support of you, or if you have a rising or moon sign that's Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, this could be you feeling better about where you're going, less restrictions imposed, ready to move on. The horse indicates strength. It also indicates success. Okay, so let's pull some clarification cards. This reading, like I said in the beginning, I think I said this is going to be a little bit shorter because I'm going to do the mid-months as well. And I think, sometimes we don't have a lot of time to sit and watch a 20 or 25, 30-minute video. So I want to make them concise. My mid-months do get more views, so I want to make this concise and to the point for you guys. And then around the 15th, you'll have the rest of the month's reading. Okay, so what's been going on around this nature card? Wow, and fire sign. All right, so maybe some of you might be feeling like you're addicted to a fire sign, which would be an Aries. They're going out of my mind all of a sudden. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And so it may be that person that you've been needing to work out the details with, or love communication with. Interesting that you have two knights right here. Or they may, someone that has the passion, the fire, and you're like feeling overwhelmed by this person. Or at least they've been in your life and they've been overwhelmed. Yeah, you're ready. Some of you are ready to move on, or you're at least that indication of movement forward is coming for you. The Six of Swords, this is saying like, I'm going to move past what's been difficult and go into new horizons. And as you can see, he has the Six Swords, and here's another horse. There's some horses in this particular deck. So this feels like the universe is saying, have strength. And then the Ten of Swords. So you guys are ready to wrap up old feelings, old thoughts, old fears, old limiting beliefs. And you are ready to move on. Like the 10 is like, that's it. I'm done. Whatever's been holding me back, if it's been in my love department or my career, whatever it is, if you haven't gotten along with people at work, or clients have been I'm getting the word misstepping, so I'm not sure if they've not been paying you, but the thought is, let's move past it. And then the Hermit card comes up. So this is a lot of self-awareness, acknowledging your inner strength, acknowledging your inner path. See how in this card, or deck, they call him the Holy King, but he's walking outside with his lantern. And it's at night, so he's really internally feeling what's right for him. He's becoming aware of what path he wants to take. Two want to come out, so let's go with these two. And then the King of Wands. So I feel like you're definitely dealing with some wand people. Here's the Queen, or excuse me, the Knight, the King, the Three of Wands down here. You know, he indicates a lot of inventiveness and creativity. Maybe someone who wants to inspire you to say, come on, you're doing fine. Holding your hand. This could be a father figure. It could be a instructor or a teacher, college professor. You know, no matter what age you are, sometimes we go back to school, but he's very much a supportive person to you, guiding you. Could be in a spirit world. Could be someone, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, again, who's in the spirit world that wants to help guide you. And then the Harvest card or the Judgment card comes up. And so this is rebirth, Scorpio. This is about, again, you know, letting old limiting beliefs drop and being open to what the universe has for you. As you can see, this guy is happy with the fruits of his labor. His home is well kept. He has his spouse and the fruits. And there's two little, I want to say goblins, but they're not goblins, but they're two little spirits here, and they're wanting to give him the messages. So this is about rebirth for your new perspective. All right, I'm going to add up the 4 original cards and also numerologically, and also match them to the major arcana number. So this is 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. And 2 and 1 is 3 in numerology. And 3 is about hope and optimism and expression, expressing yourself. And it might be really finding your heart space, going back to the, where was the Hermit card. The Hermit can help with that. Finding your inner light. Your inner light. Okay, and the 21st card, well, that's awesome. In the traditional tarot is the World Tree or the Universe card in traditional tarot. And this is enlightenment. This is about good conclusions, time for something new, completion, success, joy, advancement in job. So, as you know, the major arcana starts off as the Fool card, goes on his merry way. He's on an adventure. He's doesn't know what he's doing. He's taking like a small bag that might have a toothpaste, toothbrush, and not even room for a hairdryer, maybe a brush. And so he goes along his merry way. He gets married. He has kids. He has jobs, but then the jobs fail. The Tower card, and then the rebirth, we saw that a minute ago, the Judgment, where there's new enlightenment. And then the final card, sorry, it's not this one, is the World Tree. And this is where he sees how, you know, this is all of what's happened in his life is there's a good reason for that. So there's hope of a new era, a beginning of a new joy for a new era.